Year 3 start in Japan. What's going on, guys, and welcome to a video where we are going to get some simulation done in year number 3. Can't believe we're already in the third year. If you missed the last episode, we did some stuff and some things, but mostly stuff. We're looking like this now on our offense. We ended up signing a few players, that one big fish being Evander Kane. Now, it's on a big contract, don't get me wrong, 6.7 for 3 years is a big deal. I actually didn't even see what kind of year he had last year. 51 points, only 13 goals, but I think that's going to go up this year. He's playing with Pavel Datsyuk and Zach Sanford, who has been a big surprise for us. 85 overall, that's fantastic. We also signed Jamie McGinn, who was supposed to be our Patrick Maroon. We ended up trying to sign Maroon, but he went to Florida instead. So we had to settle for Jamie McGinn. He's going to be playing alongside Will Nye, the hockey guy, and Max Domi. Nick Delorier was another big free agent signing, and when I mean big, I mean a big dude. His physical categories are great. He's a grinder, which I kind of like. He's going to be playing alongside Sam Gagner and Anton Rodin, and then Colton Gillies was another throwaway player that I decided to give another shot at the NHL. First round pick, didn't really do anything, but he's back in the league with Lucas Lestio and our goal scoring leader from last year, which I think was a fluke because he was getting a ton of ice, and that is Brian Boyle. Defensively, if you missed it, we got Timothy Lilligren jumping up to an 85. TVR and Andre Padan are our new additions on the defense there, and that's pretty much everything. Our goalies are looking like this, Picard and Marmalade, but I am going to sign a backup goalie right now. I don't know who it's going to be, but I am going to sign a backup goaltender. What am I going to do? We're going to give Domi that, McGinn. Who's on our third line here? I'd like to give Sam Gagner some ice. I really would. I'm going to take McGinn off the power play, unfortunately, and I'm going to give it to Sam Gagner. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, we also have Dave Boland. I forgot about that. We signed him pretty much for nothing then, because we had, I guess I miscounted my players. Sorry, Boland. Sorry, buddy. If I can trade him right now, I think I might. All right, here. So I found our backup goalie, and it's going to be Al Montoya, a nice vet. He's also kind of a throwaway player. He was a first-round pick by the Rangers, 6th overall, and never really got to be what everyone was expecting. So we're going to go ahead and acquire him, as well as Will Bitten. Will Bitten. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he was a third-round pick in 2016, 20 years old, almost 70 overall. We're going to have to end up giving up one of our goalies because I already tried to make this trade go through and it said we had too many goalies. But that's totally fine because I don't have enough room for him anyways. I actually don't have enough room for goalies as it is because I already have 2 medium backups, a medium starter, a fringe starter, and a low starter. So I'm cool with giving up one of them to get a decent prospect there. So building up our prospect pool, we're also going to throw in a 4th because I don't think that'll go through without it. And the trade is accepted. Perfect. Some people didn't like the move of trading away Dave Boland, even though he never played a game for us. So what are you guys bitching about? Will Beaton, you're gonna throw you down. Oh shit, our team would be under the salary cap. Oh man, there's so many different things I gotta do here. Now I gotta go sign a player for a ton of money. Alright, so we ended up giving Tim Brent a 1-year, $10 million contract because, well, my name is Brent and Tim Brent is a cool guy. So we'll go ahead and give him $10 million for 1 year. A nice little retirement contract there. So now I can finally go ahead and edit my lines accordingly. Oh god, this is a process and a half. Alright, we're all ready to go now after signing Tim Brent that 1-year, $10 million contract. Adjusting the lines, we're all ready to go. Lucas Lestio has jumped up to an 80, which is pretty cool. So we pretty much have a full offense of 80s, actually a full team of 80s, which is pretty cool considering where we were at a team full of 40s, which is pretty cool. So Calvin Picard, 83, and you can see there Al Montoya, a nice veteran guy there for all our young guys. Here is our AHL team looking really dangerous this year. They could contend for a Calder Cup. So we finished the preseason 4-1-1, which is not that bad at all. Now this video is going to be a little bit shorter than the usual one. I'm not going to do the full year sim in this video. We're going to get probably halfway done, or at least a few months done anyways. So let's go here. The new look Tokyo, Japan. Team Japan, let's go. First period. All right, 2-0. Jared Cowan and Sam Gagne. There you go. That's a nice change. Usually it would be the other way around, but it would be 6-0. So period number 2. All right, 3-1 Max Domi, and then Kopitar gets 1. Don't have a third period collapse. There you go. 5-2. That is a dominating win over a team like LA. That's not bad. We're sending a message. We were bad. We're still decently bad, but not as bad as we once were. And the LA Kings are 0-2 to start off the year, and we're 2-0. There you go. If we beat the Hawks, okay, 8-0 loss. That's actually back down to where I'm used to being, but 8-0 is really, really embarrassing. Now Vancouver, they are going to be a rival, that is for sure. Since they are in the same conference, we are going to be seeing a lot of the Vancouver Canucks. Now that's going to be fun. It's going to be a rivalry between Brodin and obviously Joe Veleno, so that'll be a lot of fun to actually get the rivalry up and going once Veleno is going to be on the NHL team. Now I've never really drafted a player first overall that is only 60 overall. Now, I want to know, how long do I realistically have to wait? When do I play this guy in the NHL? And like, what can I expect out of a medium elite first overall player? So I've never really had a guy who is such a low overall coming out of a first overall pick. We're 4-7-1, really struggling out of the gate. Started off 2-0, but struggling out of the gate here, which is totally fine. Again, I expected us to be a decent team, but we are still allowing a lot of goals. 8-1 loss there against Tampa, 8-0 against the Hawks, 7-4 against the Penguins, but the wins that we are getting, they seem to be shutouts. We shut out the Maple Leafs, then we shut out the Habs, so I mean, I think we're gonna be in that kind of 18-27 range, just from judging from the first little while here. I mean, like, the games that we're winning, either we're winning by a shutout or we're winning by 1 or 2 goals, but we still are getting spanked. We're getting wrecked here. 6-10-2. Our AHL team isn't even doing that great either. 3-5-2. Even though I stacked them with a bunch of decent prospects. Hopefully they turn it around here, but I'd be okay with kind of staying on the pace that we are. But I think this is kind of exactly where we need to be in year number 3. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating always losing, and you never want to lose, but with where we are in the rebuild, I think everyone understands this is kind of my mentality here. We're going slow. There's absolutely no need to rush. We have no reason to rush at all. Absolutely zero. Let's go ahead here, stop it at November on a good note, on a win against the Calgary Flames. And let's have a look at the stats. Let's see where we are. December 1st, 2018. All right. We are ahead of the Canucks. Take that, Brodin. You suck. No, that's awesome. We're actually ahead of a team for once, which is a nice change. Max Domi leading the way. Right behind him, Will Nye, the hockey guy. Willie Nylander with 18 points. Zach Sanford, 17-24. Man, this kid is the real deal. What a beast. And he's still on his entry-level deal. Jamie McGinn putting up a decent amount of points. Exact same thing with Sam Gagne. Datsuk struggling a little bit, but it's all right. Timothy Liljegren, there you go. 14 points in his first 24 games. Rodin on the 4th line. What a beast. Vander Kane, only 10. Alright, so maybe that first line's struggling a little bit. Sanford's playing well, but Vander Kane, buddy, that's a big contract. 10 points in 24 games. Hopefully he turns it around there. Nick Delorier with 7 goals. Their stats are actually reversed. But let's see here if we could go a little bit more on the simulation. See if Vander Kane starts to turn it around a little bit. 7-9 for Picard and 1-4 for Montoya with a 4.21 goals against average. That's not good. Maybe what we're doing is when we're losing 3-0, we pull Picard, then we end up losing 8-0. So that's probably why his record is so poor. What I'm going to do, though, is make a change. We're going to put Domi on the first line, Kane, Nylander, and McGinn. Change it up a little bit. Rodin's playing great. I'm going to keep him there. Sam Gagne is doing great. Delorier is doing great, so I'm not going to touch anything there. Just going to throw just going to throw Max Domi on the first line. Now, we're going to get one more month of simulation done, head into the new year. We'll go the last game here against the Wild. I do want to slow sim a few games, slow sim against the Canucks. Looks like a battle of the bottom feeders here. Now, we could see them again 1-2 in the draft lottery once again. So we could have a few prospects going up against each other. Either I picked this guy or I didn't pick that guy, and then Vancouver ended up taking him. So this could be fun. This could be a cool rivalry, especially because I've done a Vancouver GM in the past. Obviously, because they're my favorite team. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun now that we have this newborn rivalry. We are winless in December. That's not good. We are Team Tank right now. Up against the Bruins, can we get a victory? It'd be nice to see a W. But I mean, keep the losses coming, and there they are. We are winless in December. Ouch, and we're in the 16th already. We're winless. Up against the Islanders. Okay, we're going to send our scout out. I think I've covered the W, the O. I'm going to go with the Q. They got quite a few forwards there. Then we'll go defenseman. Then we'll move over to Europe. We actually won. We win 2 in a row. Oh man, we're on fire. Plan the Cup parade. It's happening. And we end up losing 4-1 to Nathan MacKinnon and the Avalanche. I'm actually glad I didn't get Nathan MacKinnon. I tried hard, but you know what? It didn't happen for a reason. It just wasn't in the cards. We got a game against the Canucks. Battle of the bottom feeders. Let's go. First period, 0-0. Period number 2, 1-0. Willie Nylander on Jacob Markstrom, and 4-1. There you go. Datsuk Domi and my boy Sanford. I love this kid. And then Jake Virtanen. Of course, Jake Virtanen scores. Sanford is my dude, though. I think, every GM mode I have a guy. I think he's my guy. I think he is. I think he's the guy that I'm gonna look at the most here. He seems to be awesome. I mean, the trade was easy for him. We actually won 3 in a row here. That's nice to see. But he's really turned out to be awesome. So he's my guy. Hopefully he continues his hot play. Period number 1 against the Wild. Last game this episode. Koivu on Calvin Pickard. Period number 2. Oh man, 4-0. We're getting owned here, and 5-2. Datsuk and William Nylander. So we're gonna go over the stats, see what happened with Evander Kane. If he's still struggling, we'll figure out why, and then I'll get your guys' line combinations in the next video. I'll go over some comments. But as of the standings, are we ahead of the Canucks? No, they are just ahead of us by 2 points. We're 13, 20, and 6, and that's kind of exactly where I thought we're going to be. Max Domi killing it there. Where is Evander Kane? Only 19 points, almost 40 games? Kane, buddy, come on. Come on, I signed you, that big contract. You're supposed to be a big piece to this team. I could have signed JVR, but I ended up signing you. Oh man, maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe that was bad. Anyways, Max Domi leading the way. Pavel Datsuk as well leading the way. Sam Gagner. Sanford. This guy. It's my dude. 13 goals, 13 assists for 26 points. William Nylander right behind him. Timothy Liljegren having a fantastic year. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a letter on this guy's sweater. Now, I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but I am going to do it at the end of this episode. Like, Anton Rodin is a guy who's making, what, $875K, and he has one less point than you, and you're making 6.5. Come on, Kane. What's up with that, buddy? You are just shitting the bed right now. It's not good at all. Plus, Luke Shen, I feel like, is bringing down Timothy Liljegren. I think we have to have a nickname for Timothy Liljegren, because I keep on saying his full name. It's kind of a mouthful. Let me know for a nickname for that guy. Oh man, Al Montoya, you're not playing well. 12 and 13 for Pickard, so he's doing decent, I guess. How's our goaltending doing there in the AHL? Not that hot. How's everyone else performing? 17, I guess it's not bad, but I guess we're kind of struggling down there in the A, which is, I guess, fine. But what I want to do here is I want to name a captain, and I think you guys know who it's going to be. 19 years old. He is the face of the franchise. You know what? I'm actually not going to do it in this episode because I'm probably going to trade Datsuk in the next in the next video. So I am going to strip it off of Domi, and I am going to strip it off Luke Shen, all right? So Luke Shen is now going to be taken off, as well as Max Domi. You know, I'm actually going to keep it on Max Domi. I'm going to keep it on Domi. I'm actually going to throw an assistant on Sanford. There you go. That's how much I like this kid. But your future captain, number 20, Timothy Liljegren. Give me a nickname for him. We probably have to trade Datsuk. I'm looking for another defenseman probably for Pavel Datsuk. That can be in the next episode. I will trade him to a contending team, probably the best team that I can. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Let me know nicknames, line combinations, what the hell's up with Evander Kane. I mean, maybe it's because we're just a shitty team. I'm not sure. Thanks for watching, though, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.